Race number 5 at Ascot on Easter Saturday will jump at 3.50. It's the Sweps handicap over 1,200 metres. The replay horse can look at Art Extreme, finishing second at Ascot back in February.
Length and a half, Calbanesco. They drop off on a Fick and Irresistible. State Prosecutor threading its way through. And here comes the charge of Private Dancer and Arctic Stream. 150 left to go. The filly hit the front. She's got there, Private Dancer. Arctic Stream tries to run her down. It's Private Dancer, Arctic Stream. Miracle Man on the inside, but she's too good. The filly.
That was a pretty good performance by Arctic Stream. He'd won 2 on the spin at Bunbury before coming to town, and it took Private Dancer to beat him in the city. He was bound for the WATC Derby until an elevated temperature disrupted his training schedule, resulting in Ross Price changing his target races. He'll probably go to some of the features at Belmont Park in a couple of months' time. I think he can start off here with a win in the Big Smoke. He goes on top from number 1, General Hassan, who resumes following a good trial victory, but he's yet to win below 1,300 metres, and he's probably going to have some company on the speed here from Captivated Point. Number 5, Southern Turn, has a tendency to find trouble, but he has been competitive in several similar events recently, and you can forget he went round last time, had no look whatsoever. And number 3, Klondike Kenny is a model of consistency with 6 consecutive top 3 finishes, but he may not have the class of an Art Extreme, or if he's ready, a General Hassan. My top selection in race number 5, going with number 8, Art Extreme, to beat 1, General Hassan, 5, Southern Turn, and 3, Klondike Kenny. Race number 6 at Ascot Racecourse on Easter Saturday will jump at 4.25. It's the C Corp handicap over 1,100 metres. The replay horse going to look at the top one here. Number 1, G-Boss, completing his hat-trick.
He led a length and a half on more races around his heels. Here comes G-Boss down the outside. A run for Mighty Blonde on the fence. Santiago Gal is next. 150 left to go. G-Boss hit the front now. Draws away from more races. 3 votes. And he's coming right away, G-Boss. The Sou'wester. Too much class for them there, G-Boss. He won by...
Michael Lane's a pretty excitable character, but it's understandable why he's quite excited about G-Boss. This horse has won 3 on the spin, could easily have been 5 on the spin. Chris Parnham has rode into victory in his last 3 wins. Gets a big weight here of 60.5 kilos, but he's in sensational form. I think he's a potential group galloper, and he should be winning here in 78 grade. He goes on top. Number 4, the Celt, appears to have taken really good benefit from joining the yard of Ann King a couple of starts ago. But while he's flying, I'm not too sure about 1,000 metres here. I think 1,200 metres is more his cup of tea, and certainly if he's going to beat an animal of the quality of G-Boss. Number 5, Max Almighty, meets G-Boss a whopping 7 kilos better than when only half a length separated them over Saturday's course and distance in the final week of January. You certainly have to factor that into your calculations. And number 6, LOCKROY, has made relatively few appearances at Ascot Racecourse compared to Belmont Park, but he resumes at headquarters following a pretty smart trial victory. He's certainly worth considering for the exotics. My on top selection in race number 6, sticking with the inform, number 1, G-Boss, to beat number 4, the Celt, 5, Max Almighty, and 6, LOCKROY. Race number 7 at Ascot on Easter Saturday will jump at 5 o'clock. It's the second of the features. It's the Natasha Stakes over 2,200 metres, a listed race for those fillies heading towards the WA Oaks. The replay horse, we're going to look at Friar Fox in the Ascot 1,000 guineas.
Truth gone. Down the outside, Perceptive Miss, Burning Pride, and wider out then Private Dancer, commencing a run, but Like a Butterfly had swept up, gone to the lead. It's Like a Butterfly at the 100 mark. Over on the inside, Send My Love, and Private Dancer Showcase coming with Friar Fox, but Like a Butterfly stings like a bee. Like a Butterfly gets home.
Friar Fox copped the worst of the interference in the Ascot 1,000 guineas. She was the run of that race. She was a tragedy beaten for mine. I think she'll get some consolation here. She's better bred for 2,200 metres than most of her rivals, and she goes on top. I think the major danger is number 3, Showcase. She ran sufficiently well in the 1,000 guineas to suggest this half sibling of disposition will stay the trip on Saturday. particularly if the tempo is slow. Number 5, Sally's Realm, doesn't have the pedigree of a typical middle distance 3-year-old filly, but the Natasha Stakes is likely to be run at below average speed. There's only one leader on the map, and that is Burning Pride. And number 1, Private Dancer. Her pedigree is more that of a 1200 metre runner than a 2200 metre runner. She's all class, but I have got a massive query about the trip, not only of the Natasha, but more importantly at the WA Oaks in a couple of weeks' time. My top selection in race number 7, the Natasha Stakes, going with number 4, Friar Fox, to beat 3, Showcase, 5, Sally's Realm, and 1, Private Dancer. Race number 8 at Ascot on Easter Saturday will jump at 25.26. It's the Darryl Richards 60th birthday handicap over 1400 metres. The replay horse. We can look at Nelson's Flight at Ascot, finishing second a couple of weeks ago.
Grace on the outside, Barracky beats Flying Raw, Minus looks Ragazzo, Doro, Prize Catch, Sweet Aura winding up inside of those. Nelson's Flight in front, Prize Catch down the outside. Nelson's Flight with 100 left to go. Down the outside, Prize Catch, post coming, Prize Catch, Nelson's Flight, Prize Catch. Prize Catch has got home in the last.
It took the really good late sectionals of Prize Catch to deny Nelson's Flight last start. Drawn the outside here, but has only got 54 kilos. And having had a look at the split times of a number of these horses, I think Nelson's Flight can get to the front and can dictate affairs, kick off the turn and make it really hard for his rivals to run him down. Goes on top here. Number 6, Sweet Aura, really likes Ascot Racecourse, really likes 1400 metres, really likes decent tempo. They're all here, certainly has to be in the numbers. Number 3, My Greek Boy, probably won't get to the front like it did last start, but it's really hard to knock the form of this boy, and Peter Hall gets on really well with this galloper. And number 5, Verve de Vega, will race without a bar plate 6 weeks after he ran terribly at short odds with a piece of the dreaded gear attached to one of his hooves, willing to give it one more chance, but certainly not on top after what it did last start. My top selection in race number 8, going with number 12, Nelson's Flight, to beat 6, Sweet Aura, 3, My Greek Boy, and 5, Verve de Vega. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Easter Saturday card at Ascot, going in the final 2 races, starting with the Natasha and going with number 4, Friar Fox, and then in race number 8, number 12, Nelson's Flight. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log onto our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.